Before 1854, there was what we call the germ theory. Fine. Which established that diseases are caused by pathogens. And then, but before that time, what was there was the theory where they feel that any sickness is in the air, right? So, and then in London, in 1804, there was an outbreak of cholera. That was a man, a very talented physician called John Snow, who conducted surveillance. Yes, to look at where is the source of this thing coming from. And it's called that there are two companies then that supplies water. And that water, they will supply to the pump system in which the communities in London, in Westminster in those days. That is why more in central London. And that activity actually was one of the foundational work when we're looking at surveillance from environmental perspective. So when we're talking about surveillance involves actually the collection of what? Data. The collection of what? Data. This data is on the environmental components of the environment. The environment has three major components. It has water, it has air, and it has land. In the land where we live, there are other constants. You look at food, you look at human beings that live inside, and all of that. So what we are looking at, we are deliberately, intentionally with purpose, to collect data on the environment to look at what are likely going to be potential risks in the environment that's inimical to human health. We are doing what? Environmental surveillance. So what we are doing is circulating direct polio vaccine isolate surveillance we are doing. Is actually an integrated and one of the key surveillance mechanism that is in the world that is giving access and we are learning so much from it. And this is building on the framework of the work of the services that was done on the AFP surveillance. So in 2018, the WHO and the Global Polio Eradication initiative identified 29 priority countries, which includes Nigeria. And then in 2019, of course, the surveillance for environment has to come in, and Nigeria is one of the countries because we hope that the lessons we are going to learn or we have learned in the past 5 years is going to help us to strengthen our health system. What are those lessons and how can we make it better? So this course is just to open our minds and our thoughts and look at what are the potential opportunities and how do we begin now to prepare for these opportunities. Importantly, of course, Nigeria, we need to celebrate ourselves because, like I mentioned, in many places I have gone to, people just, once you wear the WHO jacket, they just say, yeah, these are the polio people. As a matter of fact, it got to the point that no work we did in WHO, people don't even understand our work. They feel that our work is the polio work. Are we together? Yeah. But that is something that we need to learn from. To say that if we can get right in surveillance system and look at some of the key indicators for the success, we can actually pick these lessons and begin to mainstream into real health system framework. Especially now that there is a lot of interest in how to see how to revitalize our primary healthcare system. In 2014, the Nigerian Health Act made provision for the basic healthcare provision fund, given the fact that there are a lot of gaps in terms of how we finance our health system from out-of-pocket expenditure. So if we have to build this, it means that we have to think more integrated approach and see the opportunities that this can bring for us. Most importantly, when we're saying environmental surveillance, what is the environmental space in Nigeria? And what is the environmental epidemiology from an environmental health perspective? What is the burden we have in the country? Currently, 29% of the population of the national burden of disease in the country is linked to risk